That is street code.
Right.
That's G code right there.
All right, Tom Macdonald exposure. Let's get into it.
Yeah. Let me break it down for every single doubter. You're afraid of what I'm doing, you're a coward. All your favorite rappers doing downers, and you make them feel empowered till they're fertilizing soil, pushing flowers. Yeah, what the Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz all have in common? They make a living off gangster rap, but they all went to college. It's all just marketing strategy, so you empty your wallet, endorsing vodka to make a buck and make you alcoholics.
Oh
my goodness.
Say it.
Oh my goodness.
Say it.
I never even thought about that.
What?
Like the rappers he named all went to college.
I didn't know that.
I thought I heard Lil Wayne had gone to college. I don't know if he finished or didn't. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I don't remember the rappers he named. I remember Lil Wayne, the main one.
He said Tupac, Lil Wayne, and somebody else.
And then he said something in the beginning, like your favorite rappers taking downers. So like probably like codeine, all this kind of stuff, alcohol, all these kind of things until they end up in the soil as fertilizer.
Ooh.
I mean, he has a way with words.
2 Chainz all have in common. They make
2 Chainz. 2 Chainz went to college.
fertilizing soil, pushing flowers. Yeah, what the Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz all have in common? They make a living off gangster rap, but they all went to college. It's all just marketing strategy, so you empty your wallet, endorsing vodka to make a buck and make you alcoholics. They make you stupid with Xanax, they make you broke with designers. They use the music to confuse the youth and influence minors. Isn't it funny how these rappers went from fighting to power to buy a gun and sell some drugs in just a matter of hours? To turn the students to felons that just get fed to the system, cause there are people making fortunes off of privatized prisons. They objectify women to...
Okay, this might be a pause-heavy song.
Right. He's saying a lot.
What do you say? Rappers go from fighting the powers to something about selling drugs to youth, you know, putting those subliminals, those messages out there in a matter of hours? I mean, that is so true.
That's so many contradictions.
They'll be, you know, giving a little speech on their high horse, endorsing Candace, doing all this kind of stuff or whatever, telling they're for the people, for change and all this.
Right.
A few hours later at a concert.
Right.
Pushing Xans and all kind of stuff. Man, he said something else in there. I forgot. Should have paused it, but I wasn't trying to pause it too much.
Shoot. Well, we got to break it down because he's saying a lot. I feel like he made this music for us to be breaking it down. Like,
right.
To the system, cause there are people making fortunes off of privatized prisons. They objectify women till they are all that you crave. So you don't realize there's more to life than just getting laid. You think you're happy, but you're really just so caught in the game that you don't realize you're wasting all your money to play. They give you rappers with rainbow hair who wear clothes like your girlfriend to emasculate the men that emulate all the urban trends. Got you wearing pretty dresses and heels and popping pills like you really know how depression can feel. Y'all some posers, dying for acceptance and exposure, trying to be the rappers on the posters. All I hear is new chain, big house.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Ooh, where do you want to start? Where do you want to start?
Shooting shots. Here, you start.
There's more to life than getting laid. I feel like modern day, especially rap, like this hardcore rap, booties flopping everywhere, has created...
Flopping?
Yes! Because they flop. Like, they literally...
That's the perfect word, because they're fake, too.
Yeah,
so like,
for sure.
They don't really move. They flop.
I used to sell plastic surgery. Like, up close is very different. You know what I mean? It's very different. But I feel like the modern day rap is, like, making people, like... It's like poisoning people to be, like, addicted to intercourse. To where it's like, yes, people, like, intercourse is lovely. People like it. But I feel like the level of obsession, like, who wants to scroll a feed of basically, you know, softcore?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, that's not something that the average person is craving in normal civilization.
Right. And it's unrealistic beauty standards to the max.
To the max.
Like, you literally can't achieve what they glorify naturally.
And then,
can't do it.
Right? You know what else I think is kind of strange?
What?
I feel like a lot of stuff that's glorified, the people don't even end up liking it once they get it. Like, they don't end up liking it. So, like, especially in surgery, I used to see this a lot. People get revision after revision. Like, they'll get more and more and more and more surgeries because they don't actually like it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because it doesn't look that good. So with the
surgeries
up, for one, it looks grotesque. For two, You got to wear a lot of, like, I think clothes that kind of compress it to make it look better.
Yeah.
That's what I think people do. Like, you saw Kim K up close one time.
Yeah,
and you said it did not look good.
No. It doesn't look, I mean, it just is a lot of maintenance, too. Like, they don't tell you, like, it's not just one surgery. It's, like, every 6 weeks you're getting, like, injections and Restylane and liposuction. And, like, it's maintenance because it starts to just look like...
Yeah, we lived in Miami. We lived on South Beach for a year, and you see a lot of butt lifts and things like that on South Beach, and they look silly to me. Looks like kind of circusy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's weird because they push it so much that people still keep getting it. They can't wait to get it, but it's like
people die getting it.
They die getting it. Yeah, they actually don't have to report the numbers. Like legally, they don't have to tell you how many people die getting butt lifts, by the way. But they don't even like it though when they get it, but they still keep pushing it. Like he's pointing out a lot.
Well, it looks good on a music video.
Yeah, I guess.
To certain people, like music video, they're like, "Dang, that looks good. I want that."
Yeah, I feel like they look at it and it's like 10 girls and it's like, wow, that must be the life to have 10 big old butts around you and all that money and stuff.
So I was gonna say just that part where he's talking about they give you rappers with rainbow hair and dress like your girlfriend to emasculate men, that whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say too much. We've been talking for a little minute, but I was saying like that's facts for people who follow the trends. You know what I mean? That whole spiel he did. Facts. That is facts. It seems like there is some kind of weird agenda to emasculate men. Yeah. Definitely. Who's behind it? Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. I'm not going to go full conspiracy theorist.
Well, you know.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Exposure, trying to be the rappers on the posters. All I hear is new chain, big house, fast cars, so boring. And all of that is lies, man, it's so corny. Death threats coming every other day for me, but I don't believe a word of is ghost stories. Hi, my name is Tom Macdonald, welcome to the show. If you are easily offended, then you probably should go. My resolution of losers who my new music is triggered, and just 1 million views on YouTube is too big middle fingers. I don't apologize or compromise, I quantify the figures, guess I'm optimized for making a killing and getting bigger. Had the fire all along, I needed fuel and a flicker to light the fuse to the mixture of the rumors and liquor. They got nothing else to do but try to cut me with scissors, but what's a blade to a building made out of iron and pillars? Go ahead and cry me a river, cause I've been dying to go swimming, and I'm designed to find it funny when they whine cause I'm winning. I just tell the truth, it's up to you to love it.
He said, go ahead and cry me a river because I've been dying to go swimming.
I love it. He really doesn't care.
Oh my goodness.
It's so lovely to see where somebody really doesn't care and they sing about they don't care versus like the mainstream be like they don't care but they care so much.
Right. It's a difference when you're acting like you don't care or if you really have zero cares to give.
Right.
I feel like he has zero to give.
Right.
He gave them all up already.
Right.
None left. The man does not care.
It's nice to see people who like are what they say they are.
It's like the tone of voice. He's singing it in or rapping it. I don't know, singing or rapping right now.
It's a very, I don't care.
The tone of voice, right. The tone of voice is like, yeah, go ahead and cry me a river.
It's so
I'm waiting to go
condescending.
swimming. You know what I mean? It's not like he's like,
Yes.
go and cry me a river. I can't wait to swim. Like trying to scare you out of not like coming at him. He's like, yeah, go ahead. Cry me a river, boo-hoo, come at me, whatever.
Right. Right. Because I feel like that's the thing, though. It's like people, it's like some reverse psychology. Like they want you to think they're tough because they're actually scared. So they're trying to like, you know what I mean? It's like, he doesn't care. I was wondering if he gets death threats, too, because I'm like, all celebrities get death threats. I bet he gets a lot more. And he said he gets them every day. But he said, what did he call it? He said basically it's fake.
I don't remember.
I forgot the line.
There's a whole lot going on.
He said he didn't care.
I believe him.
I'm just pointing out what I feel like the game has been missing. And every time I open my mouth up, you get offended. You say the talk is cheap, but then you act like it's expensive. You can't afford to speak your mind, afraid you'll get rejected by some strangers on the internet whose lives are all pathetic. I was surrounded by people who just pretend to be down. And then I blew up off a record, no one's friends with me now. I've realized that my potential's so intensely profound that there was bound to be some haters getting caught in the crowd. I won't apologize for anything I said or I'll say. If you're allergic to opinions, you should just walk away. Don't give a shit about your argument.
He just, the way he talks about the people who give him pushback, he just like eviscerates them.
He does.
He's like, oh, if my opinions are making your allergies flare up, you might want to just scoot away a little bit. You know, he's just treating them like they're just little fragile. Like,
take some Zyrtec. He's so funny.
Says, talk is cheap, but then you act like it's expensive.
That's facts.
Right. Don't talk is cheap and all that, then why do you have a problem with the man talking?
Right. Why are you silencing this man? Like, yeah.
Right.
That's facts. These are things, though. These are things that I feel like, for some reason, we don't just think about them. You know what I mean? Like, as a society, we don't just, like, say, like, why are they trying to silence him if he's so wrong and irrelevant?
Right. Let him make a fool of himself.
Right.
Let him be Mr. Wrong, the village idiot.
Right. So, but I feel like in general, just, like, most people don't think about these things.
Right. Or as someone said in the comments, maybe most people do, but they're afraid of being canceled, so they don't say it.
Oh, yeah.
Because he has a large following for,
Yes.
you know what I mean? I feel like he's just getting started.
That or I'll say, if you're allergic to opinions, you should just walk away. Don't give a shit about your arguments and your complaints. I'd love to have you in my audience, just know it isn't safe. White people are the biggest on the planet, but even still, I swear I'm sick to death of hearing it. You're not a model, you're a waitress, and the man taking your picture is a pervert with a camera and no photography experience. You cry about gorillas getting shot inside a zoo.
My man said, you're not a model or whatever. You just got some pervert with a camera taking pictures.
Ooh.
How many people do we know that have, like, model in their, like,
Oh my gosh,
social media
everyone.
bio?
Everyone's a model nowadays.
Everyone.
It's so strange.
And some people we know for sure, like, do not even have an agency or anything. They just put model up there.
Yeah. It's so strange.
It's odd.
It's like, I always just think it's so weird because it's just like, do they not realize how it's perceived?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's
like, just because you say that in your bio doesn't mean, like, everyone thinks you're a model now.
Right.
I mean, I'm not trying to flame anyone, you know what I mean? But it is just like, I look at it kind of funny. I do.
It's odd.
I look at it like, okay, maybe some self-esteem issues are going on.
For
and
sure.
you're trying to have people look at you
For
a certain
sure.
way. But it's like, I know you and I know you're not a model, so why are you doing this? Like, I just want to give you a hug.
Right. I look at it.
And a pep talk or something.
I
you know
look
what
at
I mean?
it. I look at it like, ooh, that's a basically red alert. This person can be taken advantage of because you now know their weakness because they like telling you things that aren't true about them. You know what I'm saying?
Insecure about their looks or something.
Yeah, it's like those bios be dangerous. Like,
Can be.
Sick to death of hearing it. You're not a model, you're a waitress, and the man taking your picture is a pervert with a camera and no photography experience. You cry about gorillas getting shot inside a zoo and then take photos on your phone when someone's dying next to you. Y'all only care about each other if it means you'll get some views, and you can say that I'm a but what I say is just the truth. There's a disconnect between the things you feel and what's said, cause you're afraid of what they'll think, so you don't say what you meant. If being true to myself means that I'll lose the respect, then I'll stand my ground like both my feet are stuck in cement. I was raised to keep my feelings, thoughts, and words all consistent. If you're censoring your heart, then what's the reason for living? I don't need the...
whoa. If you're censoring your heart, then what's the reason for living?
Moment of silence for that one.
Dang. For real. What did he say?
Yeah.
Keep your word and your heart and your thoughts consistent?
Yeah, he said, yeah.
I 100%. That is street code.
Right.
That's G code right there.
So everyone's saying all these things they don't really mean, don't really feel because they're trying to fit in or get clout or whatever they're trying to do.
I don't respect it.
Nope.
The respect, then I'll stand my ground like both my feet are stuck in cement. I was raised to keep my feelings, thoughts, and words all consistent. If you're censoring your heart, then what's the reason for living? I don't need their approval to validate my position, and I don't need to be accepted, never asked for permission. They attacked me from behind and tried to silence the vision, tried to kill me with fire, and from the ashes I've risen. My motivation won't expire, I don't get tired, I get driven. If they don't like it, then they're not required to comment or listen. They just hide behind their keyboards trying to find the ambition to go make something other life while they die for attention.
Ooh, Cole. To make something out their life while they die for attention? Ain't that the truth?
Yes.
Literally, the booty girls were dying in plastic surgery. Literally dying.
Yeah.
Literally dying for attention.
Like at the place you worked at, after you left, maybe 2 years later, someone died there.
Yeah. Literally, a mom died. She had kids and everything. All kinds of craziness.
Seems to happen all the time, but it's like hard to hear about it because they don't have to report it.
Yep.
He also said they attack him from behind and try to silence his vision. And I was like, ooh, but you can't silence something that doesn't have sound. It's a vision. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't. It's too late. The ball's already rolling.
Yes.
Once like your vision gets picked up and people mess with it,
Yes.
impossible to stop.
Impossible.
Can't silence his vision. Like, it's impossible. You know what I mean?
And
It's like they're trying to do an impossible task. They can't do it.
They can't do it. They can't do it. And I love that it's so authentic. Because I feel like we're 90s babies. I feel like back then, especially before then, I feel like stuff was just more real. And because, like, this technology era, I don't know what's causing it, but it seems like we're just getting more and more and more like the movie Idiocracy.
Right?
Like, just more and more and more fake and phony and digital and, you know what I mean, hide behind the screens. And it's just like, I have a hard time deciphering if I can trust people because I'm like, what you're saying to me and how you live your life are two different things. And I don't know which one is you.
Right.
So I just appreciate that he's authentic. Even if you don't like it. You know?
Right. Like, you can respect someone else's opinion, even if it's different than yours, and you could also not listen to them. Be like, okay, yeah, Tom's doing this thing. Great for him. He's having success.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
Not my kind of vibe, you know, I'm going to go elsewhere. Go
Right.
listen to some other music. You know what I mean?
But you know what you're listening to.
But you want to be a little keyboard warrior, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Because, I mean, also you get so many artists where it's like they're putting out whatever their label tells them, and it's like their personal life, they have totally different values. Totally, you know what I mean? And then it's like something about it is inconsistent, and I feel like it's making people, like, it's like subconsciously like creating a disconnect.
Right.
Like,
But that's how you get a lot of, like, unhappy people, depression, a lot of that kind of stuff. Is like when you're disconnected, like your mind and your heart are disconnected.
For sure. It felt like spoken word.
Right.
Like, I see what you guys are saying. We should check out his spoken word because it felt like just a little, very delicate beat in the back. But it was like words on words on words.
Right. All right, thanks for kicking it on the couch with us, especially if you made it to the end. We really appreciate the views. If you want to help the channel grow, toss us a like, subscribe, or comment. All that helps us grow the channel. Appreciate your support. That's a wrap.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. To the go. She told me, boy, you the go. Like, I don't know.